When Disney released the trailer for its newest live-action bastardization of yet another IP that people care about, this time Peter Pan and Wendy, to no one's surprise, we saw some changes to some characters that people are very familiar with. A race-swapped Peter Pan, race-swapped Lost Boys, which now include girls, and of course, Black Tinkerbell. And you see the ratio. You see how the audience received that. 456,000 dislikes to 47,000 likes. At a 10-to-1 ratio, people despise this trailer, and they spoke out. And Disney even got a lot of backlash for this because people are finally catching on. Peter Pan and Wendy accused of racism because of Tinkerbell. People are finally realizing that what Disney is doing in order to gain woke virtue signal points is they're taking white characters and very intentionally making them black, making them brown on purpose to say, hey, look, we love black people so much. Look what we're going to do for you. People are starting to realize that this is lazy as shit, that they're just getting sloppy seconds from white characters. Disney couldn't care less about making new stories with POC characters. They just put POC people to play white characters. That shows how lazy they are, how racist it is. You saw this type of reaction over and over. Instead of giving people of color their own movies or making new movies, they decided to make white characters black for some reason. Be like, hey, we support everyone. Well, now you have the actress who plays Black Tinkerbell speaking out about this and trying to tell everyone, hey guys, this isn't just a cheap virtue signal. Disney's giving us the fairy tale we deserve for us black people, for us people of color. Is that really what you deserve? Sloppy seconds, lazy race swapping? I actually think you deserve more than that, but hey, what do I know? Peter Pan and Wendy star Yara Shahidi says Disney remaking animated classic in order to give black and brown audiences, quote, the fairy tale we deserve. And this is something we're seeing. Disney is going, whether it's Snow White, whether it's Little Mermaid, whether it's Peter Pan and Wendy. They're taking these young actresses, these young minority actresses, and saying, look at what we're doing. Everything's been so racist in the past. We're fixing it now. Then they send them out there in interviews and they put out the same exact talking points and end up getting completely annihilated and driving even more audiences away from the film that you would actually want people to see. According to Peter Pan and Wendy star Yara Shahidi, Disney's intention behind remaking their animated take on The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up was not to earn social media brownie points, but in fact give brown and black moviegoers the fairy tale we deserve. And I've said multiple times, as soon as I saw Yara Shahidi, I'm like, wow, she's very beautiful. She's a very beautiful girl. She's not Tinkerbell for obvious reasons. Shahidi, who's set to portray a race swap version of Tinkerbell in the upcoming live-action Disney Plus exclusive, offered this defense of the film's existence during a recent profile interview given to women's beauty and style outlet Birdie, whatever that is. Of course, it focused a lot on her African-American studies in college. Congratulations. Met with praise from the interviewer on how the House of Mouse's latest casting habit indicated they were moving in a more inclusive direction. Shahidi then attempted to claim that her appearance in Peter Pan and Wendy was not a lazy attempt to virtue signal, but rather representative of a cultural desire within the company to repackage their old products for new and diverse audiences. Quote, I talked to the director of Peter Pan and Wendy, David Lowery, about why he and the higher-ups at Disney wanted to retell this story, and I loved his response. They wanted to bring some new fun to the classic, but also give us the fairy tale we deserve. So, in your mind, the fairy tale you deserve is just Peter Pan, the Peter Pan story, but full of identity politics, and taking these characters that are already established and just making them black. Is that really where your head's at? Is that really what you think the level, this is what we deserve, sloppy seconds from original white characters? To be quite honest, that's fucking pathetic. Quote, it's evident they're not just popping black and brown folks in the cast for the sake of updating the story. Instead, it's about creating a story so many more people can see themselves in after we've been left out for so long. Yeah, you know what? It actually is clear to everybody. It is clear to everyone nearly when you look at this type of ratio. You're just popping in black and brown characters in place of white characters. That's what you're doing. It's a lazy bastardization, a lazy woke virtue signal. That's why it's failing with all of this Disney stuff time and time again. Notably, this isn't the first time Shahidi's presented a contradictory word salad in defense of Disney's race swapping. Asked by The Hollywood Reporter for her thoughts on the overwhelmingly negative reception to her and Little Mermaid star Halle Bailey, she said, "What's been beautiful is seeing the response to both our characters, seeing how many people feel included in this fairy tale while maintaining the magic that we love in the first place." Well, if it was something you love, this is the thing that always fucking drives me crazy. It doesn't matter if we're talking about Marvel, Star Wars, DC, Lord of the Rings, whatever. People that are saying, "I love this, but I really didn't love it until I saw myself represented." Shut the fuck up. Don't pretend like, "Oh, I loved this thing, but I always had this big problem with it. There wasn't somebody that looked like me." Then you didn't fucking love it. That's just a lie. It's a nonsensical lie from these fucking hypocrites. They're going to continue to get destroyed for this because people don't like it. People are wholesale rejecting this. Doesn't matter whether it's Little Mermaid, doesn't matter whether it's Peter Pan and Wendy. We got race swap Snow White coming up from Disney within the next year or so. This is a disaster for them, and it continues to get worse the more they talk about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.